Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Lamb. Yes, the new A24 horror mystery drama according to IMDb, and where was the Beach Boys? If you've watched the trailer, you know what I'm talking about. But this film focuses on a couple in Iceland who find that one of their sheep gives birth to a sheep-human hybrid, little lamb child, who has a little lamb face, a little lamb hoof arm. How'd this happen? What's the purpose? That's the mystery. That's what drives this film. Or is it? This is the interesting thing. This is from director Valdimar Johannsson, who also co-wrote the film. And this is starring Noomi Rapace, who plays Maria, the wife, and Hilmir Snaer Guonason, who plays Ingvar, who is her husband. You have Bjorn, Hlynur, Haraldsson, who plays Peter, his brother, and Ingvar Sigurdsson, who Sigurdsson and Guonason I know both from The White Day, which was a film that I watched in 2020 that I absolutely loved. I caught it on virtual cinema, and I have it on DVD now thanks to Film Movement. And overall, the acting is very strong. It's very committed. Their performances are very subtle. This narrative is very methodical. There's a lot of melancholy in this film. There's a mundaneness to a lot of what's going on. There's a few conversations, at least in the first chapter of the film. There's not a whole lot of dialogue. It's between Maria and Ingvar, who are having some sparse conversations. Maybe they have a full-length conversation like once a week. Kind of seems like. And the film is beautifully shot. And you have the shots of the mountains and the landscape in this film are absolutely breathtaking. You have an unnerving, just harrowing kind of score that's unnerving and creepy at times and builds up the suspense. And this film, you have this child, which the special effects are really well done. It's really unnerving to look at, really creepy to look at. And it puts you in a place of like, what's the point here? And this film, I think, captures the tragedy of the day-to-day, the unfortunateness of like dealing with loss and how people cope, and how people are judgmental and challenge people for how they cope with things. And is this a healthy way of coping? And like the lengths that people will go to recapture what they've lost, and the consequences that come for them due to these actions that might not have been the best thing to be doing. And it gets crazy. There's some craziness in this film at times, but so much of it is very mundane and grounded that I wasn't really expecting that from this film. You know, my imagination was running a lot with what I thought this film was going to be, but I felt like this film was able to capture a deep sadness in humanity and do it in such a meaningful and engrossing way. There's definitely times where this film could have moved the hell along a little bit quicker, but I felt like the beauty, the music, the filmmaking from Johannsson, I just felt like this film was beautifully shot, well constructed, and played with the audience. It manipulated the audience in terms of like suspense and tension and what really was going to happen and whether something was really going to happen. There's some challenging moments. Our characters get pushed to dark places and they have to confront if they're going to do some horrible things or not. And it leaves you on the edge of your seat trying to wonder if this is how they're going to cope with things. And I felt like Lamb was a really impressive film. And I really can't wait to see what else Johannsson does. And I hope Johannsson becomes, say, the next Ari Aster or Robert Eggers, who found their place at A24 and can continue to make films exactly how they want them, because this film feels like it was made exactly how he wanted it to be made, and I'm glad that I got to experience it. But those are my thoughts on Lamb. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.